Good evening, basketball fans. Nick Detman here for West Bend Community Television. It's the regular season finale of WIA boys basketball before regional play gets started next week. Tonight we have the Nicolet Knights at 18-4 overall and 15-2 in the North Shore Conference, coming into the West Bend in the Acuity Fieldhouse to face the East Suns, coming in at 9-14 overall and 7-10 in the North Shore Conference. Quick look at the starters. The first five for Nicolet is number 0, Damon Landrum. Number 3, David Bolden. Number 10, Olivier Imberg. 20, Miles Nation. And 44, Donovan Sparks. First five for the East Suns will be number 2, Nate King. 11, Nick Taylor. Number 15, Severin Hilt. Number 22, John Heinz, and 23, Ian Gates. Glad you could watch here tonight. Nicolet gets the opening tip and the opening possession. Far corner three ball. And the first three-pointer, it goes to David Bolden, and Nicolet gets the first basket just underway here at the Acuity Fieldhouse in West Bend. 3-0 Nicolet, East on offense for the first time tonight. Starting with the ball is Severin Hilt. He kicked pass to the right front of Nicolet's bench. Drive to the hoop by Nate King, goes off, no good. Rebound to the Knights. Quickly into the front court are the Knights. Knights with the long three. David Bolden again dials up the three-pointer. The 5'9" freshman has 6 points for the Nicolet Blue Knights. Bolden, one of the best three-point shooters on this team at 41% shooting from three-point range this season. Now Hilt drives into the lane, tosses up a nice little floater, and Severin Hilt gets the first two points of the night, for the East Suns, and they are on the board. 6-2 Nicolet just underway here in West Bend. Damon Landrum has the ball between the circles, moves to the right, swings around, is Nicolet to number 20, that's Miles Nation. Nice ball movement here by the Knights. Now drive to the basket is Landrum. Shot is blocked. Severin Hilt now brings it into the front court in transition. And the Suns will have to pull it back. And ball's knocked out of bounds by Nicolet, and it'll be East ball. 2 minutes into the opening half here in West Bend. It's Nicolet 6, East 2. Again, regular season finale for both teams as WIA regional play begins next week for both teams. East will be at Cedarburg on Friday. Nicolet awaits the winner of the West Bend Westport Washington game. That game is played on Tuesday the 1st. Nicolet will play on Friday the 4th. And three ball by Severin Hilt draws the Suns closer to a 1-point deficit, 6-5, 15.5 and counting. Hilt's a very, very strong three-point shooter at 46% on the season, averages a team-high 14 points per game. Nicolet into the front court, doubles down into the post. Donovan Sparks tries to get a pass off. Ball is knocked out. It goes off Nicolet. And the East Suns will take over on offense with a chance to take the lead. Severin Hilt takes the inbound, and he'll take the ball across the timeline to Gates. Swings now to King. King holds it between the circles. Far side, check that, that's Ian Gates. Now on the three ball by Nick Taylor, and that one goes down. And the Suns take an 8-6 lead on the three-pointer by Nick Taylor. Taylor's just a 28% three-point shooter. Dials up his first attempt tonight and gets it to go down 8-6, 14.5 go here in the first half. A lot of energy here by the East Suns on their bench. Looking for a little upset to finish off the regular season on the Knights. Ball got down to Miles Nation, double teamed underneath. He's fouled as he tries to put up a shot. So Nation will go to the line for two. The foul isn't going to be on Nick Taylor, the first on the team. Again, Miles Nation, a 6'6" junior, will go to the line. where he is 61.7% on the season. And he misses the first attempt. He will get one more from the free throw line. Nation averages 11 points per game and 6.8 rebounds per game. He has 15 double-digit games this season, including a season-high 22 points that he scored earlier this year against the Spartans of West Bend West. Nation's second free throw. That one is good. Nicolet showing a backcourt press here. And he breaks the press. Now Hilt double teamed on the far sideline. Nice bounce pass down to Nate King. King has to give it up to Nick Taylor. Taylor now out to Severin Hilt. Hilt drives, low contact on the dribble. He's fouled. No shooting foul, so it'll be an inbound on the sideline. Foul is on Damon Landrum, his first, the first on the team, and checking in for the game for the first time is number 4, Calvin Buss, the 6'6" junior for the Suns. Buss, quick out pass to Hilton. Can't quite get that one to go, and that is Donovan Sparks coming down with the rebound, the 6'3" senior for the Knights. Now Sparks, Buss guarding him, draws a double team, almost triple team, gets the ball knocked away, and the Suns come away with their turnover. Now Hill gets in the front court, and it's Sparks, draws the contact, and he's going to get called for his first personal foul. It's going to be the second on the Knights. 13:30 left here in the opening half. 8-7 Suns on the Knights. Again, Nicolet comes in 18-4 overall, having won their last 5 games coming into tonight. As the Suns, they're 9-14. They're coming off a pair of losses to Cedarburg and Whitefish Bay. And 3 ball. And that's going to be on by Severin Hilt. Quick 8 points for Severin Hilt, the junior, 6'1" guard. Hilt averages 14 points a game. He's already halfway there with 8. Really like the energy of East on defense here so far here tonight. Really giving Nicolet fits here in the early going. Now with the ball is Jamarly Julian, who recently just checked in for the Knights. Nice inward pass underneath. Nicolet can't get that one to go. And the Suns come away with the rebound. Severin Hilt brings it into the front court. Up 4 are the Suns. Coming to the scorers table for the Suns is Xavier Dubois. He'll come in on the next stoppage. In the paint is Severin Hilt. He's got 2 points, and he's already at double figures with 10 of the 13 points for the Suns. 13-7 Suns, 12:20 left in the opening half. Last time these two teams played was back on January 14th. It's Nicolet 47, East 35. Really, Suns off to a really good start here so far tonight. That's Jamarly Julian over to David Bolden. Bolden drives with the right hand up over Calvin Buss. Nice little rebound underneath by Nation, and Nation puts it back. And we've got a timeout on the floor. It looks like a 30-second timeout. And that timeout is going to be for Nicolet. We'll be right back here on West Bend Community Television. Back at the Acuity Fieldhouse. It's high school boys basketball between the West Bend East Suns and the Nicolet Knights. Final regular season game for both squads before regional play gets started next week. East off to the good start, leads 13-9, just under 12 minutes to go here in the first half. Severin Hilt has 10 of those 13 points for the Suns. Nick Taylor also has a 3-pointer as well for the East Suns. Out of the timeout, the Suns will bring it in. And the Suns tried to break the press, couldn't get the pass to stay in bounds, and that ball will be turned over. Good job by Nicolet on defense to create the turnover. So Matthew McKay, who just checked in on the last timeout, comes in for the Nicolet. He's a 6'4" sophomore. And it's Bolden with the basketball between the circles. In pass, trying to get to McKay, picked off. That is by Calvin Buss. Suns into the front court. That is to Xavier Dubois. East will slow the tempo here. Nicolet looks like showing a little man, soft man defense here. Nice in pass to Buss. He's in trouble underneath his basket, has to give it up. Now it's to Nate King, just to the left of the circle. Tried to look inside, the ball pass wasn't there, so now it's Hilt at the top of the circle. Tried to get some separation, scramble for the basketball. Good battle between Hilt and Bolden. And I believe the foul is going to be on East, and that's going to be on Severin Hilt. And that's going to be the first on Hilt, his second on the team for the Suns here in the first half. 10:53 left here in the opening half, 13-9. Suns on Nicolet here in the early going. Again, East showing a lot of enthusiasm on the bench here. Long three ball, that is Treshawn Jones, off the mark, no good. Jones just came in on the last timeout, 6'1" junior for Nicolet. Ball knocked away, and it is official on the far side is going to say that one went off Nate King. And it's going to be a turnover for the Suns. Ian Gates checks back into the ball game for the Suns. Nicolet is coached by Alan Hansen. Kind of looking back, he was a terrific high school basketball player at Wauwatosa East and was also a freshman on UWM men's basketball Sweet 16 team back in 2005. So a lot of basketball knowledge on the sidelines for Nicolet. Nicolet really wants to try and get this ball in the paint, but East is doing a terrific job guarding it. Now Sparks finally has it, draws a double team, and it's going to be a travel on Nicolet. The ball's going to go back to the Suns. Really good pressure defense by the Suns generated that turnover. And a little miscommunication on the inbounds. Gates tried to get that one to Dubois, and Dubois never even got a chance to try and get it. So now Nicolet is going to get the ball right back underneath their basket. Now it's Sparks. Buss guarding, a nice little drop step by Gates, and it will roll in for the big man, 6'3" senior Donovan Sparks has his first 2 points of the game. Suns break the press. Now Dubois has the ball, now hands it off to Gates to the far sideline. That is to Nick Taylor. Dubois to Gates. Looks like Hilt thought about a three, but decided against it. Now it's Gates. Guarded by McKay. Three ball, the far sideline. Drops in for Nick Taylor. Really good shot. That's his second three ball of the game. He's got 6 points. Suns now lead 16-11, 9-10 left here in the opening half. Again, Taylor, a very strong shooter for the Suns. Treshawn Jones looking for Sparks in the post. Sparks trying to line him up. Pass, picked off, knocked away by the Suns. Severin Hilt now takes it in transition. Pass to the right. That is to Dubois. Dubois got into the paint and had to pull it back out. Now Hilt has the basketball, guarded by McKay. Nicolet wanted a carry call, didn't get it. Now Buss has got Sparks against him, draws a triple team at the free throw line. Ball knocked away. Buss gets it over to Hilt. Hilt knocks down the three ball. Severin Hilt already with 13 first half points. Just 1 point off of his even average of 14 points. It's 19-11, just about 8 minutes left here in the opening half. East out to a strong start against Nicolet. Thinking upset here at the end of the regular season. Nicolet gets it in low. Shot missed by McKay. Sparks with the rebound. And it looks like he was fouled, and it's going to be a three-point play for Nicolet. Foul's going to be on Calvin Buss, his first, third on the team. Hines and King will check into the game for the Suns. Well, Noah Ogello checks in for the first time for Nicolet. Donovan Sparks is at the line. First attempt at the free throw line this season for Sparks. He's a 61% free throw shooter, and he gets that one to fall. So Sparks up to 5 points, trims the lead to 19-14 in favor of the Suns. Severn Hilt gets the ball knocked away. Nicolet thought it might have gone off of Hilt, but the official called differently. So the Suns will keep the basketball. The ball had not gotten across the timeline yet. So Severn Hilt gets it across the center line. Hilt drives in the basket, bounce pass underneath, trying to get it to Bus. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be Nicolet basketball. Checking back in to the game for the Knights is Damon Landrum Jr., a sophomore, 6'2". Mentioned Al Hansen, the coach for Nicolet, is a former UWM standout, was on the Sweet 16 team that was led by Bruce Pearl back in 2005, and Bruce Pearl certainly known for his press defense. Not a shock that Al Hansen adopts the same kind of defense here at Nicolet. Bolden looking for space at the Sparks, top of the three-point line. Elbow comes up a little high. Now kick out, far side. That is Jamari Julian. Coming down with the rebound, it was Trishawn Jones. Now another three-ball attempt. This one by Damon Landrum, and he gets that one to fall. That's Landrum's first points of the game. It's now 19-17, favor of the Suns. Pass picked off by David Bolden. Three ball here by, that's Trishawn Jones off the mark. Calvin Buss comes down with the rebound for the Suns, quickly into the front court. Do the Suns get the basketball? Hilt directing the offense, guarded by Damon Landrum at number 0 for the Nicolet. John Hinst thought about the shot, now gives it up to Hilt. Hilt set up the screen by Hinst. Three ball Hilt off the mark to the left, scramble for it, and the ball's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to go to Nicolet. .6:14 and counting left here in the opening half. David Bolden looks to his sideline to get the play call from his coach. Landrum, in front of the Suns bench, gives it up to Jamari Julian. He's really forcing Nicolet to play the perimeter. David Bolden puts up a three ball. That one's off the mark. Landrum comes down with it. Blocked is his rebound chance. Now underneath is Hilt, and that is a foul on Jamari Julian. Good 80 feet from the basket. And that is Julian's first foul. It's going to be the third on Nicolet. Both teams, no real foul trouble issue here with 5:40 and counting left here in the opening half. Both teams with 3 fouls here in this opening half. Xavier Dubois brings it across the half-court stripe into the front court. Far side, Nick Taylor's got 2 3-pointers. Brings it in. Now another foul. Damon Landrum says that he felt that Hilt wrapped his hand around him to get clear, but instead, that's not how, unfortunately, the official saw it. So Landrum's going to get his second personal, and he's going to have to go to the sidelines and take a breather with those 2 fouls. Checking into the game for the first time is the 6'1" sophomore, number 40, Tyler Bender for Nicolet. Just the second game he has played all season. Hilt from the free throw line. Nice little floating shot. That one is good. Severn Hilt looking really sharp here tonight. 15 points here in the first half, already surpasses his season average of 14 points per game. Hilt's season high is 28 points, and he's done that twice this season. Bolden, that far side to Julian. Julian tried to drive the baseline. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Nicolet will retain possession. 4:58 left here in the opening half. East leads 21-17 on Nicolet. Bounce pass in. And a reach-in foul is going to be called. They tried to get the pass to Noah Agello. And the foul is on Severin Hill. That is his second personal. He is going to have to go to the sideline and take a seat without 15 points. Far and away the leader so far here for the Suns, 15 of the 21 points. But a second personal will send him to the bench, maybe for the rest of the half. And for Nicolet, that's Noah Agello with the three-pointer. Draws the Knights into within 1 point at 21-20. East trying to break the press. Errant pass goes over the head. Looks like Calvin Buss, and that one will go to Nicolet. The chance to retake the lead for the first time since it was 6-5. Bolden brings it into the front court for Nicolet. Now Sparks. Saving to Julian. Julian blocked by Calvin Buss, and he's quickly in transition the other way. Gets it to number 21. That is Xavier DuBois. And he got the rebound, and nice little job there by East Suns. Calvin Buss with the putback and was fouled on the putback. He gets his first two. So Buss will get a chance at the three-point play the old-fashioned way. He is a 61% free throw shooter on the season. Buss off the back guard, no good. Sparks come down with the rebound. The foul was on Agello, his first, the fifth on the team for Nicolet. Just about to hit the 4-minute mark left here in the opening half. Bounce pass to Sparks. Looking for a cutter. He's going to have to give it up or he's going to lose. Loose ball, finally coming away with it is Bolden. Bolden now gets it into the paint, kicks it up to Jamari Julian. Julian now drives to the basket. Buss! Oh, that was close. Buss thought he had the block. Instead, they're going to call the foul. And that is Calvin Buss's second personal foul, the fifth on the team. So the top two leading scorers for this basketball team for the Suns, Severin Hill and Calvin Buss, both with two fouls here in the first half. To the line is Jamari Julian. He gets two shots. John Heinz will come into the game for Buss, maybe for the rest of the half. Julian is a 76.4% free throw shooter on the season, which leads the team. He gets the second one to go. And it's a 23-21 lead for the Suns with 3:42 left in the opening half. Good basketball game here early on. Suns nearly traveled, but were able to get it across the half-court stripe to Gates. Gates has now the ball in the far corner to Nick Taylor, now to DuBois. Now it's Nate King has it. Now far side. That one was to Ian Gates. Shot was well off the mark. May have looked like he got contact on the follow-through, but no call by the official. Now three-ball attempt by Bender is off the mark. Battle for it underneath, no call. Nicolet comes back with the rebound. Bolding now has the three ball from the wing. That one's off the mark. Battle again underneath. That one again is by Bender. Sparks cross court. That is to Agello. Agello now lines up a three. That one does not go. Suns finally come down with the defensive rebound. DuBois into the front court. Nate King. Nick Taylor lines up for three ball, goes off the cable, holding up the basket, and that will be a dead ball, favors Nicolet. So Severin Hill will check into the game. He's got 15 points, but more importantly, two fouls with 2:32 left here in the first half. Severin's got to be very careful here. You don't want to get that third foul before the end of the half. So Bolden calmly brings it into the front court for Nicolet. Buss looks like he's getting it ready to go back in with his two fouls. Now Bolden drives into the basket. kicked off the glass, no good. I don't think it should count because he didn't call the bank. Either way, it's still gonna count because my opinion does not matter. So now we're tied at 23 with 2 minutes and rolling left here in the first half. Bus sits at the scores table, waits for the next stoppage, and he'll check in with his 2 fouls. Dubois has it, now gets it up to Nick Taylor. Taylor quick fires short, rebound by Ogello for Nicolet. 1:45 left of the tied game, 23 all. Bolden into the front court. Sparks now to the three-point free throw line. Kicks it back to Bolden. Long air ball. Severin Hilt comes down with it quickly into the front court. Now into Nate King. King high off the glass. That one's no good. John Hintz comes down with it. Knocked down. Able to hold on to it. Now Nate King wide open for 3 ball. He gets that one to go. And Nate King gets his first points. A 3 ball. 1:20 left here in the opening half. East retakes the lead at 26-23, 1:15 to go here in the first half. Nicolet may hold for the last shot here of the first half, down only 3. No real urgency here by Nicolet as we now are about to hit 1 minute left here in the opening half. Now Bus goes back to the bench as Nicolet gets it into the half court and they're working their front court offense. Sparks trying to look into the post. That was to Ogello, but the pass wasn't there. Now Bolden, guarded by Hilt, has to kick it up. Now it's Ogello, maybe a light push off on Hintz. Instead, I think Hintz is going to get called for the foul. John Hintz gets the foul. It's his first, the 6th on the team. It's going to shooting foul, so two shots here for Nicolet at the stripe. And the first free throw by Ogello is good. He's now 2 for 3 on the night. Now Bus does check into the game. It's 39.4 seconds left. He does have 2 fouls. Ogello, check that. This is his first free throw attempt. His second one is off. Battle underneath. East wanted a contact underneath on Tyler Bender. No call was made. And now the ball is going to be out of bounds, and it's going to go to East with 35.9 seconds left, up 2. Xavier Dubois gets it into the front court. Imagine East will hold for the last shot as we're just at 22 seconds left here in the first half. East leads by 2. Severin Hilt gets it now to Bus. Bus, low contact, has to kick it back to Nate King. Loses his footing, but gets the ball to Dubois. 10 seconds left here in the first half. Dubois got a lane. He's going to drive the basket off the glass. No good. But he is fouled on his way into the basket. And Dubois is going to go to the line for 2 with 5.2 seconds left. Foul's going to be on Tyler Bender. It's the first on Bender, the 6th on the team. Dubois is going to go to the free throw line, his first 2 attempts on the night. His first is good. Dubois is second on the team in free throw percentage at 76%. He gets one more. Again, 5.2 seconds left. Plenty of time for Nicolet, if East misses it, to get this ball into the front court and put up a last shot here before the buzzer. Dubois' second shot, he gets that one to go. 5.2 seconds left. It's a 4-point lead for the Suns. Bolden picks up the rolling basketball quickly into the front court. Looked like an armbar push. Bolden quickly into the front court. Now it is to Jones. And that one will not go. Would have counted if it did. Instead, we've reached halftime here in West Bend at the Acuity Fieldhouse. The East Suns lead this one over Nicolet 28-24. We'll be back for the second half on West Bend Community Television. Back here at the Acuity Fieldhouse, second half between Nicolet and West Bend East boys basketball. Regular season finale for both teams before regional play gets going next week. Suns lead this one 28-24 as we get set for the second half. Nicolet will start with the inbound. Leading scorer for East in the first half was Severin Hilt with 15 points. Leading the way for Nicolet in the first half, David Bolden with 8. Underway here in the second half between the Nicolet Knights and the West Bend East Suns. Suns lead at 28-24. Second half of the final game of the regular season. At the free throw line, Nicolet brings it in. That is Miles Nation. Nation gets that one to drop Good opening possession for Nicolet to cut the lead in half. Now it's 28-26. Nicolet showing the backcourt press. And that's Nate King finally gets it across the half-court stripe, and East can finally set up in their half-court offense. King mishandles the basketball. It's going to need some help. Now gets the pass, and that is going to be a travel. Unfortunately, Nate King just struggled with the handle, and it was a scramble after that for the Suns, and the East will turn it over on their first possession of the second half. Nicolet getting a chance now to either tie or take the lead on this possession. Nicolet has not led this game since it was 6-5 early in the first half. That's Nation into the paint. Couple drop steps, looks back, and he gets that one to go. So Nation gets the first 2 baskets of the second half, and Nicolet ties this one up at 28 all. Just underway here in the second half. Scramble underneath. Jump ball is going to be the call. I believe the possession arrow is going to favor the Suns, and that is the case. So East is going to retain possession here. East in the first couple of possessions here in the second half. Little issues with the press here in the second half. So Severin Hilt now has it in the backcourt to King. King with Bolden guarding him. Caton gets it into the front court. Now East sets up in their half court. King with the right-hand dribble. Gets about 6 feet, has to stop Bolden. King still looking for a spot to give it up, and he finally does. Now finally with the basketball is John Hinst. Nick Taylor on the far side, that's Severin Hill. Pump fake from the 3 ball, gives it back to King. King lines up the 3 ball off the front iron, no good. That's Olivier Imbert with the rebound for Nicolet. Chance to take the lead on this trip. Bolden nearly traveled with the basketball, but holds on to it. Now it's Nation, puts up the 3, or puts up the basket from a couple feet away. That one's no good. He's going to go to the stripe. It's going to be interesting who this call is on, and that is going to be on Nick Taylor. That is his second. It's the first on the Suns here in the second half. So to the line is Miles Nation. He's 1 for 2 this so far tonight at the free throw line. For the season, he's a 61% free throw shooter. And Nation gets that first free throw to go, and for the first time since it was 6-5, Nicolet, the Knights have the lead now at 29-28, just shy of 2 minutes into the second half. Nation's second free throw is good, so already 6 points for Nation here in the second half. He had 3 in the first, so he's up to 9 for the game. Ball taken away by Nicolet. That one was by Olivier Imbert. He's fouled on his way to the basket. John Heinz, his second. So now the Suns have 4 players with 2 personal fouls here. It's the second on the team. Going to the line is Olivier Imbert. He will get 2 shots at the line. Imbert cannot get that first one to go. This is just his 3rd free throw attempt the entire season. He's 1 for 2 coming into tonight. His second shot, that one's no good. Battle underneath it. Finally comes down with it is Calvin Buss. Nate King has it on the far side. King swings it to Hilt. Now to Ian Gates. Gates underneath to Nate King, and he's fouled underneath. King will go to the line for a chance at the 3-point play. And the foul is going to be on Damon Landrum. That is the 3rd on Landrum for Nicolet. No sign of whether they're going to bring someone into the game for Landrum at this point. And King converts the 3-point play, and the Suns retake the lead at 31-30. So Al Hansen's going to stick with Damon Landrum with those 3 fouls. Sparks at the free throw line to Landrum. Landrum, 3 ball in front of his bench, just off the mark. Bolden comes down with the rebound for Nicolet. Last time these 2 teams played, Nicolet won the rebounding battle 31-19. Nice inward pass to Nicolet, but then it's mishandled underneath. Coming away with it is Xavier Dubois for the Suns. Nate King finally lands with the basketball on the far side. Now it's to Calvin Buss. Drives with the left hand across the baseline. fouled underneath, and he's going to go to, and they're going to say that foul was on the floor. I thought that was a shooting foul. Oh, so it is a shooting foul. I think the initial call looked like it was going to be a foul on the floor, but that was not the case. Now Calvin Buss is going to go to the free throw line. That is his second free throw attempt of the night. He missed his first one. Buss is a 61% free throw shooter on the season. Going to the bench for the Knights is Olivier Imbert. Buss does convert the second free throw. He is up to 3 points. And the Suns lead it by 2 at 32-30, just over 15 minutes left in the second half. Sparks has the ball. Suns showing a little zone. Battle underneath as the ball's knocked away. Sparks come away with it. Sparks looking for someone to get it to. Finds a man wide open in the corner. That was Jones. Jones can't get the three ball to go. East comes down with it quickly into the front court of the Suns. Dubois now drives the basket. Kicks out to King. Swing pass to Hill. Now to Buss. Buss with the left hand into the free throw lane. Underneath. No good. Buss comes down with the rebound. He can't get that second shot to go. Sparks comes down with the rebound for Nicolet, and they're quickly into the front court. The big man brings it into the front court. Nice little layup, and he's going to get called for the charge. Al Hansen not a big fan of that call for Nicolet. And Sparks is going to get called for his second personal, the third on the team in the half. And it's a turnover. Suns quickly inbound it to Dubois. Dubois, corner to Heinz. Heinz, cross course to Severin Hilt. Buss sets the screen, pick and roll. Nice job by Nicolet defense on the defense. Now it's Nate King looking for Buss in the paint. Kick out to Hintz. Three ball, wide open. He just can't get that one to go. He was wide open. Nicolet quickly into the front court in transition, led by Damon Landrum with those three fouls. Now it's the Nation in the paint, underneath, turnaround jumper. Can't get that one to go. Now Severin Hill. His pace has really picked up here in the second half for both teams. Now Nate King drives the baseline. He gets that one to go. King up to 5 points in the second half, 8 total for the game. It's 34-30, 13-30, and counting left here in the second half. Suns up by 4. David Bolden has the ball, gets it to the free throw line, and off the ball foul. Turnover to Nicolet. Here, this might be on Sparks. Nope. This is going to be, and it's going to be on Miles Nation. That's just his first. It's a fourth on the team. Al Hansen just wants a little explanation of why the call. It was an off-the-ball foul, so it was hard to see what it was. So maybe potentially a moving screen might have been the call. Either way, it's a turnover, and the East Suns have the ball. Inbounded to Hilt. Now Xavier Dubois gets it into the front court, guarded by Jones, just inside the half-court line. Severin Hilt takes it to Calvin Buss, drives the baseline. Looked like he dragged his foot, no call. Lots of contact underneath on Severin Hilt. The ball goes out of bounds. Thought there might have been a contact foul, but no such call. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Nicolet basketball. 12:58 left here in the second half. Knights trail by 4. The energy from the East bench really has not died down since the start of the game. Bolden, three ball, nothing but net. Really nice looking stroke there by David Bolden. That's his third three-pointer. It's going to be a timeout for Nicolet. Bolden, again, 3 3-pointers up to 11. And Nicolet calls the timeout after they draw the lead to 34-33 in favor of the Suns. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back here at West Bend Community Television. .39 left here in the second half. The East Suns lead Nicolet 34-33. They led it 28-24 at halftime. East thinking upset here to finish off the regular season before they play their regional game on March 4th at Cedarburg as the number 5 seed. Cedarburg is the 4 seed. Nicolet will await the winner of the Port Washington West Bend West game. That game is being played on Tuesday the 1st. Nicolet will play the West Port winner on March 4th. Nicolet steals it from East and gets it into the front court. That was Landrum who picked the pass away. Now it's Jones, 3-ball in front of his bench, just off the mark. Heinz with skies up for the rebound for the Suns. Bus now to Hilt, quickly into the front court are the Suns. Bounce past the Bus underneath. He's fouled, calls on the floor, so the ball will be inbounded, and the foul is going to be on David Bolden. That's his first. Already the 5th on Nicolet here in the second half. They only have one more foul to give before they put the Suns in the bonus for the rest of the second half. Checking in for Nicolet, is Noah Agello, who's got 4 points so far tonight. He's got a 3-pointer. He's 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Agello is a 6'1" sophomore for Nicolet. Hints to Dubois. Dubois looking to get it to the post of Bus. Bus guarded by Sparks. Nice underneath bounce pass to Dubois. Just can't get that one to go from 3 feet. That was a good looking play. Just unfortunate roll for the Suns. Sparks brings it into the front court for Nicolet. Now it's to Langston McClure. The first time we've seen him tonight. So Nicolet goes with a little size underneath. McClure's shot is off the mark, no good. Bus brings it into the front court. Now it's Dubois. Pass with the right hand to Dubois. That was to Bus. He couldn't get the dunk to go. Now quickly into the front court, the other side is Treshawn Jones. And Jones gets his first 2 points, and the Nicolet Knights retake the lead at 35-34. A mini 5-0 run by the Knights. Bus trying to end that run, and Bus gets the 3-ball. Just when East needed to stop that little 5-0 spurt by the Knights, Calvin Bus dials up his first 3-pointer of the night, and the East Suns retake the lead at 37-35, just over 11 minutes to go here in the second half. Agello to McClure, now Agello into Sparks, draws the double team. Now Agello, 3-ball in front of his bench, and Agello gets that 3-ball to go, and Nicolet will call another timeout. They're down now to let's see, I think it's 3 timeouts left. It is going to be a full timeout. On that 3-ball, Nicolet takes the lead at 38-37 on the West Bend East Suns. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back here on West Bend Community Television. 10:50 left here in the second half. Nicolet just out of the timeout. Leads this one 38-37 after a 3-pointer by Noah Agello. Suns get the ball again. 10:50 left here in the second half. Knights lead by 1, 38-37. Severin Hilt into the front court. Draws a double team. And it looks like Hilt stepped on the free throw line. A lot of contact by both teams in this game here tonight, and the officials are, for the most part, letting it go. So checking in for the Knights is Jamari Julian. He's got 1 point on a 1-2 free throws in the first half. Nicolet looking for their largest lead since it was 6-0. Agello, far corner, 3-ball, no good. Underneath rebound is no good. Nicolet still comes away with it. Now that is McClure. He can't get that one to go, and Calvin Bus comes down with it, draws a double team. Now the reach-in foul. That's another foul by Nicolet, more than 80 feet away from their basket. And Langston McClure is with the foul. That's his first. I believe that is the 6th. And it is the 6th personal foul for Nicolet here in the half. So one more foul against Nicolet on the Suns will put the Suns in the bonus for the rest of this game. There's 10-17 left of a 1-point game. Free throw line may become a factor in this game later on. Now Nate King goes coast to coast, drives it off the glass, and Nate King gets it to go. King strong second half. He's got 7 of his 10 points in the second half. East retakes the lead, 39-38, 10 minutes even to go here in the second half. Julian down to Miles Nation. Nation backs down his defender. And the foul's going to be on John Heinz, and he's kind of looking at, what did I do? And so that's going to be Heinz's 3rd personal foul. So that's the third on the team. Now Miles Nation goes to work underneath. Heinz has the ball underneath. And it's a jump ball. Heinz, I thought, had a clearly came down with the rebound, but Nicolet reached in and created the jump ball. Nicolet's going to get the ball right back here down 1 point. So now Nation gets the ball on the inbound. Now Bolden, 3-ball in front of his bench, just a little short. That's Xavier Dubois, comes down with the rebound. Nicolet backs off on their defense. Dubois now breaks into the front court, drives into the basket. John Heinz can't get that one to go. He's had a couple troubles getting those easy muddies to fall. They're just not getting to go down. So now Nicolet back the other way. That's Ojello with the 3-ball. That one's off the mark. Severin Hilt. Now Nicolet reaching in on Hilt. Nicolet showing the press. This time East breaks the press and gets it into the front court. Now Hilt sets up his offense. Calvin Buss with the left-hand dribble. Up off the glass. Lots of contact. Still no call, and that no good. Now Miles Nation brings it back into the front court for Nicolet. David Bolden shuffled his feet. Thought it might have been a travel. No call. Now far side. That is Jabari Julian. Foul underneath. And I believe that foul is going to be on Nicolet. And they're going to call the foul on Calvin Buss, and Andrew Wojcik is not thrilled with that call. He thought that should have gone the other way. So now that is now the third personal foul on Calvin Buss. John Heinz is going to come out. He's got 3 fouls, but Calvin Buss is going to stay in with those 3 fouls with 8:36 left. Now it's Sparks underneath. Nice little underhand shot. And he gets that one to fall. Nicolet takes the lead back to 40-39. Still seesaw affair here in this one. East quickly into the front court. That's Xavier Dubois. And he is called for the travel. Sideline here was not in favor of that call. And Andrew Wojcik just kind of put the hand out. So it's okay. Just trying to calm down his bench. Game's gotten a little chippy here in the second half. So 8:10 left. Nicolet leads it 40-39. East Suns fans, they're sitting right next to me trying to get behind their team here on defense. Sparks to Bolden. Bolden now gets it to Julian. Julian off the mark, no good. Ojello gets the rebound, and he puts that one in. 42-39, Nicolet with the lead, their largest lead since it was 6-0 back in the first half. Suns got to move quicker to get that ball across half court. Severin Hill trying to break across. Now Nick Taylor, dangerous pass, gets deflected. Nicolet comes away with it. That is to Miles Nation. And Nicolet settles it down into their half court. Bolden with the right hand. Behind the back pass now to, that is Julian underneath to Nation. Nation puts that shot up. Nation's got 8 points in this half, 11 for the game. And East is going to call a timeout here as Nicolet is on a 6-0 run. They take a 44-39 lead with 7:18 left. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back here on West Bend Community Television. So 7:18 left here in the second half. Nicolet is on a little 6-0 spurt to take a 44-39 lead here on West Bend East. Severin Hilt, who had 15 points in the first half for the Suns, has been held scoreless here so far here in the second half. Suns have the basketball to bring it in out of the timeout. 7:18 left here in the second half. Suns down 5. Nicolet 6-0 runs. East has got to come up something to stop the run. East does a nice job breaking the press here. They can finally set up their offense in the half court. So Nate King to Severin Hilt. Tried to pick and roll. Now Hilt drives the basket. Turnaround jumper just inside the free throw line. Can't get that one up. Oh, loose ball. And it's going to be a foul. And looks like David Bolden hit the floor pretty hard. Hope he's going to be okay. So the foul. And the foul's going to be on number 23, Ian Gates. That's his first. It's the 5th on the team. The Suns have one more foul to give before they put Nicolet in the bonus. Nicolet has 16 fouls, so the next foul by Nicolet on the Suns will put the Suns at the free throw line. Ball deflected underneath. Nicolet comes back with it. That is Jamari Julian. It's now 46-39. It's an 8-0 run for the Knights with 6:40 left. Knights lead now by 7. Long way to go yet here in this one. Suns still well within reach trying to get this one. Xavier Dubois tried to direct his offense. Bolden knocks the ball away. It's a scramble for it. I think this foul is going to go on Nate King. Just double check. And it is going to be on Nate King. It's his first. Now both teams have 6 fouls. Coming to the bench is Ian Gates. John Heinz will return into the game for East. He hasn't scored yet, but he does have the 3 personal fouls, so he's got to be careful here. 6:20 to go. Suns trail by 7. Nicolet with the basketball. Sparks guarded by Heinz on the far side. Sparks, I thought that was a push off. Still no call. Well, I thought he dropped his shoulder there, but that one was not called. The foul's going to be on John Heinz. That is his 4th. Sparks is going to go to the line, I believe, for 1-and-1. Nope, Sparks is going to get 2 shots at it. He misses the first. Coming into the game for the Suns is Nick Taylor. He's got 6 points on 2 3 balls in the first half. Sparks, a 61.7% free throw shooter on the season coming in. He makes the second one, so he's 1 for 2 on the trip, 2 for 3 on the season, or on the game, excuse me. Now it's 47-39. 9-0 run by Nicolet. And now there's finally a call here against Nicolet. The foul's going to be on Ogello. This should be a 1-and-1. Nate King. He's got his first free throw. King is a 69% free throw shooter on the season. King gets off the back iron, no good. Nice little rebound underneath. That is by Nick Taylor. And the foul is going to be on, this is Jamari. Yep, and it's on Jamari Julian, his second, 8th on the team. Now Taylor will go to the line for his first free throw attempt of the night. He's a 55.6% free throw shooter on the season. Taylor gets that one to go. And that stops the 9-0 run by Nicolet. It's now 47-40. Nicolet on the East Suns. Nick Taylor gets one more shot at the free throw line. Taylor playing his last home game here as being one of the seniors on this team. He does not get the second one to go. Dan Taylor's one of 2 seniors. John Heinz is the other for the Suns, playing in their last home game for the East Suns. Nicolet into the front court. It's Jamari Julian with the basketball. Gets it to Sparks. Sparks draws the double team. Ogello swings it to Bolden. Bolden 3-ball will open, and Bolden gets a big 3-pointer. He stretches for the first time. Either team is led by double digits. It's now 50-40. It is a 12-1 run by Nicolet here in the second half. Just under 5.5 to go. Still a lot of time left for East. Get a couple stops, couple baskets, and they're right back in this one. A good start here would be to get a basket on this trip. Severin Hilt, long 3-ball. They needed that one with Severin Hilt. Boy, did they need that one from the junior. His first points of the second half. He's got 18 for the game. And East gets the lead or deficit back into single digits, down 50-43, just under 5 minutes to go. Bolden, who's got 14 points for Nicolet. Shot is not going to count. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Taylor's going to call. It's his third, the 8th on the team. Sparks will get 1, possibly the bonus. He's 2 for 3 at the line here so far tonight. 61% on the season coming into tonight. Sparks flatlines it. Nation gets the rebound. Good play by Miles Nation. He's been big here in the second half. 10 points for Nation, 13 total for the game. And it's 52-43. And it's a backcourt violation on West Bend East. Not what they needed here, down 9 with 4.5 to go. Now it's East's turn to put up some pressure on defense. (52-43), 4.5 to go. Nicolet leads. Bolden drives with the right hand. Just a little long on the shot. Fouled underneath is Calvin Buss on the rebound. He'll go to the line at the other end for 1-1. And Bolden gets called for the foul, his second. It's the 9th on the team, so one more foul by Nicolet is going to put East in the double bonus, meaning 2 free throws for the rest of the game. And that's 4:21 left, down 9. If East is going to get back in this game, they're going to need to play solid defense. Obviously hit a couple shots and also they need to make their shots at the free throw line. And Buss gets the first free throw to good, and then East needed that one, so he'll get another one. Buss, a 61% free throw shooter this season. He's got 7 points tonight. Buss, second free throw. Both of them look real sharp there. They needed those. It's a 52-45 lead for Nicolet. 4:21 left in the second half. East hanging in there. They're still in this one. It's down a couple possessions. Inward pass to Sparks. Sparks drop step, back spin, and Sparks gets a nice little basket off the glass. 54-49, again, 9-point lead for Nicolet. Nicolet still turning up the pressure in the backcourt. East has got to get this ball across half court. They're running short on time. Ball deflected, goes out of bounds, and that is going to stay with the Suns. John Heinz, with his 4 personal fouls, is going to check back into the game with 3:52, and it's going to be a timeout on the floor. East is going to take this one. It's going to be a full timeout. 3:52 left here in the second half, 54-45. Nicolet with the lead on East. We'll be back here at West Bend Community Television. Back at the Acuity Fieldhouse here in West Bend. Nicolet leads at 54-45. Closing stages of this boys basketball game, the final regular season game for both squads before regional play gets going. Earlier tonight during halftime, the West Bend East senior dance team recognized its 2 seniors at halftime during their dance. And those seniors were Abby Frederick and Michaela Craighead. So congratulations to the outgoing seniors from the West Bend East dance team. 3:52 left here in the second half. It's a 9-point deficit for the Suns on Nicolet. Time running a little short on the Suns. Not quite time to hit the panic button just yet. Dubois has the basketball. Now it's to Hilt on the far sideline, guarded by Bolden, the 2 leading scorers in the basketball game tonight. East looking for a shot. Now Dubois lines up for a 3-ball just off the front iron. Severin Hilt, no good. Dubois thought about another 3 from the exact spot, decided not to. Now hints to Nate King. Close and foul all away from the basket. I believe this is going to be on Nicolet, and if that's the case, that's 2 free throws for the Suns. And it is the 3rd personal foul for David Bolden and Nicolet. Double bonus now for the Suns. 3:15 left. Now for the Suns, you have got to make your free throws here. And just a little stoppage. Looks like maybe just a little fluid wipe up. Uh-oh. We're going to get a runner. Nope. Not quite a runner onto the court. Or it could be a future East dance team member. So Severin Hilt is at the line. Leads the team at 83.5% free throw percentage. And Severin Hilt makes that free throw. It's his first attempt at the line. Being in a double bonus is going to be good for the Suns because that means you can trim into the lead without taking any time off the clock. Hilt lines up his second free throw. Nothing but money in the second free throw. So Hilt now has 20 points in this game. His season high is 28, and he's done that twice. So it's a 7-point deficit for the East Suns. Just over 3 minutes to go. Another stop here would be huge for the Suns if they can get it. Now Bolden on the far sideline to Sparks at the free throw line, cutting to the basket. That was Ogello. Looked like the shot may have been deflected. Ball goes out of bounds. And the Suns get the basketball underneath. 2:53 left. It's a 7-point deficit. And East tried to get the ball inbound, and they passed it a little too far. And I think that was Dubois that just unfortunately ran a little too far and stepped on the baseline. So now Nicolet's getting the ball right back. Jello gets it to Bolden. Bolden gets some separation, thought about a three. Now to Miles Nation in the post. Turnaround off the glass, and Miles Nation puts that one in. He's got 12 points here in the second half, 16 for the game. It's a 9-point lead, 2.5 to go. East now needs to get in a little hurry mode. Nate King gets the ball knocked away. Transition back the other way goes Jamari Julian, and that is going to be a 2-point basket. And it's a 58-47, largest lead of the game for either team. 2:20 left. Now East has got to get in hurry-up mode. There's been lots of contact on the East side of the offense, but no calls have been made. Has not made the East Suns fans happy on the sidelines and nor on the bench. East can't afford to waste a lot of time. Now Severin Hilt puts up a three ball. Severin Hilt makes a key three-pointer. 2 minutes to go. It's an 8-point deficit. East has got to turn up the pressure and get some stops here. I think that Bolden, that's Xavier Dubois. That's his first personal, 9th on the team. From this vantage point, it looked almost like he should be a theater major. So Bolden's going to go to the line. It's 1-1. He has not attempted a free throw tonight. Bolden, short, Sparks comes away with the rebound underneath. He can't get that one to go. And Sparks, no, it's going to be a foul on Sparks underneath. That's his third. So Calvin Buss is going to make the long walk back to the other side. He's going to toe his line at the free throw line. Buss, a 61% free throw shooter. He's 3 for 5 tonight in that category. Buss, nothing but net on his first free throw. He'll get one more. Buss toes the line, gets set for his second free throw. Nothing but net by Buss. It's 4 for 5 from, check that, 5 for 6 from the free throw line here in the second half. It's a 6-point game. East has got to turn up the pressure. And Nate King fouls, and it's Jamari Julian on the other end. So the King is calling for the second personal. It's the 10th foul on the team, so now both teams in double bonus for the last 1:39 of this basketball game. Jamari Julian will go to the line. Again, gets 2 shots. He's 1 for 2 so far tonight. Julian gets that one to go. He is the team's leading free throw shooter at 76.5% coming into tonight. He's now 2 for 3 from the line tonight. Julian's second free throw attempt is good. Nicolet stretches the lead back out to 60-52, a minute 35 left. East can't waste any time now. They're down 8 in a minute and a half. They're running out of time. Nate King trying to direct his offense. Now it's Dubois. Dubois, excuse me. Draws the contact. Julian gets called for the foul. That's his third. Now Dubois is going to go to the free throw line. He is second on the team coming into tonight, 75.7% free throw shooter. He's 2 for 2 so far tonight. Dubois, gets that one. So he's now 3 for 3, gets one more. 60-53, minute 24 left here in the second half. Dubois' second free throw is good, so he's a perfect 4 for 4 there tonight. It's a 6-point deficit, minute 25 to go. You don't necessarily have to foul right here for East. East nearly gets the turnover that they need. Now Hilt is going to get called for the foul. That's the third on Hilt, so he's still okay. The Hilt has 23 points. Season high is 28. He had done that twice. So Jamari Julian, who just went 2 for 2 in the line on the last trip, will get now 2 more. Julian does not get that one to go. Well, if he misses this one and East can get a 3 on the next possession, we're looking at a new basketball game here in the late stages of the second half. Second free throw, that one does go down. So it's a 7-point lead for Nicolet. East has got to get a quick basket here. Does not have to be a 3, but it needs to be a quick one. Now Dubois, front court. East wasting time, valuable time. Nate King has it, almost loses it. Gets it to Hilt. Closing in on a minute to go. Down 7 are the Suns. Hilt drives the lane, and he's fouled, and the basket will count. Hilt goes he's going to get a shot at the line for a crucial 3-point play. Jamari Julian is called for the foul. That is his 4th. Hilt's going to go to the line, try to complete the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. If he makes this one, it's a 4-point game. Hilt lines up the free throw. He is good. Hilt now with 26 points, 2 off his season high. East again does not have to foul, but they're going to foul. They nearly got the turnover. Foul is on Nate King. It's his 3rd, so he's still okay. So both teams are in double bonus, so it's 2 free throws for both teams the rest of the way. David Bolden, who's going to go to the line, he's going to get two shots at the free throw line. He's 0 for 1 there so far here tonight. Bolden makes the first free throw. Bolden now has 15 points unofficially. I think this is a blood substitution here for Donovan Sparks. He's not a fan of the decision. So now Treshawn Jones, a 6'1" junior, will check in. He's got 2 points tonight. That's a big miss here by Nicolet to have Donovan Sparks on the bench. He's kind of their big man underneath. So now Bolden puts up his second free throw. He goes 2 for 2 on that trip. It's a 6-point lead for the Knights. East got to get a quick basket here. Dubois passes it to Buss. Buss gets that shot to go. Clock running, 45 seconds left. It's a 4-point deficit. East has got to foul quick. And there's the foul by Nate King. King now with his 4th personal. So now Bolden will go back to the line where he was just 2 for 2. .4 seconds left in this game. Bolden gets that one to roll in. That's a big free throw because now it's a 7-point game, so it stretches it to a 3-possession game in favor of Nicolet. And I think East coach, that's Andrew Wojcik, wanted to check maybe the score or maybe the time and see if it was correct. And the officials check, and it looks like that is the correct score and time. So Bolden does miss the second free throw. 37 seconds and counting. East has got to score fast. They're wasting too much time if they want to get back in this one. Nate King, time ticking away, less than 30 seconds to go. King gets that one to go. He's not 9 here in the second half. It's a 3-point deficit for the Suns. Nicolet, East has got a foul. And there's the foul. And the foul is going to be on Xavier Dubois. Just the second. So back to the line is David Bolden. He's made a living there in the last couple minutes. He was just 1 for 2 on the last trip. He's going to get 2 more shots at the free throw line. Up 3 are the Nicolet Knights. Bolden makes that one, so it's now back to a 2-possession game with 13.5 seconds left, 65-61. Nicolet with the lead on East. Bolden, second free throw. That one's no good. Hines with the rebound. East has got to get a quick basket here. Instead, they're going to get it in the front court and call a timeout. 10.4 seconds left. 65-61, Nicolet with the lead. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back here on West Bend Community Television. 10.4 seconds left. West Bend East trails Nicolet 65-61. Trying to get the upset here to finish off the regular season before regional play starts up next week. East will have the ball in the front court. And now Nicolet is going to call a timeout here. And this one's also going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back on West Bend Community Television. 10.4 seconds to go. Nicolet leads this one 65-61. On the West Bend East Suns, East will have the ball on the far side in the front court. East needs to score quick, whether if it's a 2 or a 3. So what did the East Suns draw up here? Nate King has the ball, and he shuffled his feet. And it's going to be a travel call on the Suns. Turnover, the ball goes to Nicolet. It looks like maybe that King may have mishandled the ball, and that led to the shuffling of the feet and the turnover. So now Nicolet is going to get it. East's got to get a turnover, a quick foul. There's the quick foul. Only a couple seconds went off the clock there. The foul's going to be on Severin Hilt. That's his 4th. Severin has 26 points tonight. It's 2 off his season high, which he's done twice earlier this season. Jamari Julian's going to go to the line. He's got 2 there tonight, or on this trip. Julian does not get that one to go. So he's now 4 of 7 from the free throw line here tonight. Julian's second free throw, that one is good. Now checking into the game for Nicolet. Haven't seen him in a while. It's Matthew McKay, the 6'4" sophomore, and also Damon Landrum Jr., a 6'2" sophomore, comes in. East inbounds with 8.4 seconds left. Dubois gets it to Hilt. Hilt, 3 ball, well short, and that one is going to do it here tonight. East put in a valiant effort for sure, but a 12-1 run in the middle part of the second half put it away for Nicolet. And your final score here tonight, it's going to be the Nicolet 9, 66, West Bend East 61. That will wrap up the regular season for both of these basketball teams. East will finish the regular season at 9-15, 7-11 in the North Shore Conference, and Nicolet will finish 19-4, 16-2 in the North Shore Conference. I want to thank you for watching high school boys basketball here tonight on West Bend Community Television. Again, the final score is Nicolet 66, West Bend East 61. Thanks for watching, everybody.